Hello everyone, I'm Jonathan Plays here on YouTube and Twitch. Today we're going to be playing some Rocket League. Friend Matt is with me, but he's only going to be talking, unless he can get the game downloaded in time. Okay, let's go Matt. Oh, I have not had any warm-up games today. I've had one, but I had to exit out. I didn't mean to start it. How are you, Matt? You there? Let's go, Matt. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, mic cut out on Discord. We're ready. We're live.
Okay.
We're recording. So anything happened since the last time?
Nope.
Well, I went to a New Year's Eve party.
Well, I went to one I was with DJ and Kim, so we had fun.
Someone left very early, luckily they did. So they couldn't get tested till today, and they tested positive, so I have to go get tested later today.
I mean, aren't you vaxxed?
Yes. Doesn't mean means you can still get it, yes.
Yes, I know, but I mean, I'm vaccinated. I'm just saying. I mean, just saying.
It's less likely that I get it, yes.
I'm aware of that. You're less likely to get it. And if you get it, it's not as bad. That's the idea of a vaccine.
Yes, I know, but the problem is I'm in a facility where they require you to get tested, even if you don't know.
Well, I know. Just about every place is like that, but I wanted to know, so was this at a party? Or,
Yeah, it was at the party, yeah.
So you were at a party with family or something?
Young adults group. I was at a party with a group, and the leader of the group got sick during the party and left.
Was it an old group of friends?
Yeah, it's a group of friends. They don't like to be on stream.
Also, we had fun. We watched it on the home theater, and of course we so we watched it on YouTube. They have several news channels on there that stream live.
Yeah.
It was cool. I liked it. Watched the ball drop and everything. It was pretty cool.
So everybody's gonna have to be tested today. That was at the party. If they're smart.
Sorry about that. You have to say it could always be worse.
Yeah. Luckily, he doesn't have the new variant, just the old.
So, has your game started?
Yeah, it started.
How you doing?
Fried throat bothering me, not bad.
Hey man, I'll be right back, okay? I gotta get something.
Yep.
Continue.
Okay. So, that'll be fun to get tested, not. I know in my luck I'm gonna have it already. Because I have terrible luck with stuff like that. I didn't even see that coming. I was looking over my screen to see if I got any comments. Shucks. Can't think of anything to talk about for some reason. What's that in the background, Matt? Matt! They can hear that in the background. Sorry about that, everybody. background music from my friend's house. Not music, whatever it is, it's just background noise. He forgot to mute his mic. Matt, you there? Hello? See, I can't think of anything to talk about by myself. That's why I always have that's why I always have to have a friend on.
And I am back. Okay.
Hello. I can hear the background music of whatever you were doing. Background noise or music or whatever it was.
Oh, that background stuff that sounded like people talking?
Yeah.
Oh, that was a TV out there. It was Hallmark.
Okay.
It was just... They for some reason have... Check this out. For some reason they have Christmas movies all year round. It kind of ruins them.
No kidding. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it's like... they had Christmas movies in July. It was like Christmas movies and mysteries. They have one's mysteries, one's movies, mysteries, and movies, mysteries, whatever. And they're both having. It's like okay, you see them so many times. Like okay, it's not even special on Christmas anymore. They used to just do them on Christmas, but now it's like it's just Christmas all year round. I'm like okay, so this isn't special anymore. It's like, why is it, like, you guys, it was decent, they were doing a decent job having, like, shows that weren't, but it's now it's just Christmas all year round, and it's like, why?
Apparently they got somebody in charge of the manager that really likes Christmas movies.
What is that, okay, you have them playing after Christmas, right? Well, the thing is they're the same movies over and over again.
Yeah.
And the list seems to get shorter and shorter, and the thing is, they're not even creative. They become the same thing, just with different people in the same story. And it's like you used to have a lot of good stories, drama.
Yeah, it's like everything sucks now. That's a movie. Not everything, but not every movie, but a majority of them.
Yeah, and the thing is they had some what they were.
It's like here, flashy lights. Flashy things, you don't need to believe in any consistency or logic or anything.
Guys, it's like, oh, it's Christmas it's like, yeah, they're having Christmas in July. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. That's like, you don't need to believe in any consistency or anything. It's just, no.
And beforehand, it was like they had crime dramas went on. They weren't high budget, but they definitely were getting better as they made more money and were putting more into the movies. But like now, you don't have any of those. It's like you used to have, all those different kinds of mysteries, and but now it's like none of that. And it's like okay, it was okay before, and if you're into that kind of more kind of storybook, telling type of movies where it's not super serious, but it's serious, you get me.
Yeah.
Or it's like you're reading a book out loud, but you're playing it out, but it's not like, and it's like, you had that, and that's what was it then, like, now it's like, you just have Christmas movies, like, just go back to what we had before, those were good, and like, you had an entire series where you had a series of,
like, the old Christmas movies are good, the new ones are just no.
Yeah, and that's all you have, that's just, all they have is Christmas movies, now there's nothing else. Like, beforehand, you had a whole series of like of stories. Like you have each character would have a whole show, and then each one would have a mystery, and they'd solve it by the end.
Yeah, that's so much better than what they have now. Like even Disney movies are just blah. It's like, oh, flashy lights, fancy things. You don't need to believe in the consistency, storyline, everything that makes a good movie a good movie. No, we'll just make it insanely dumb, and we're kind of relying on the audience to be idiots.
That and just not being original. Think about it. Like, how many times are there originals? Like, now it's Christmas, like Hallmark, Christmas all year round. Beforehand, it was like they had a series, and
like, why?
It's like, okay, you've done Christmas life and Christmas time have some specials, but it's like, but then like after that you have the different episodes where they have this mystery, and the thing is they're fairly unique and it was cool, but then it's like, now it's just Christmas all year round. Like, okay, this is no longer interesting because it's just the same thing.
This is boring. Yeah, boring.
Yeah, it's like, it ruins it. Like, okay, it's not even special when Christmas comes around because it's like you've done Christmas all year round, so it's not even special now.
Yeah, congratulations, you've managed to ruin movies again.
Yeah, it's like all this is now is known for just Christmas all year round. It's not known for. Like, a lot of people like to criticize it before because it wasn't like high budget Hollywood films, but they were decent movies and they were cool because it was like a story.
I know people are criticizing Hollywood films because they're so idiotic. And that's not what people want. People want a good storyline that they can get engaged in.
Yeah, think about it. How many times do you, see a film that is story-driven, or is it driven by just high-budget,
fancy light, flashy things.
Yeah, I get you can apply this to a good story, but you have to have a story to begin with.
Like, the sad part is, My Little Pony is better than these high-dollar budget movies.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not with it, but the sad part is, children's shows, Adventure Time, all these shows are literally able to produce a consistent story, but a high budget, regular show, and they can all produce a consistent story, but somehow a billion-dollar, movie
company.
Franchise, a franchise that has Star Wars and all these cannot produce it's like, okay, these people are working with that is a fraction of the size of what you're working with. I mean, you have Hasbro Hotel and all of those. They can produce a show that, the whole, whatever it is, you can produce all of those. But you can do all that. You can, just with that tiny budget, you can produce a better show than a multi-million-dollar movie.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's insane. You think about that, like, literally, a child show is able to be more consistent. You hear about people, think about Adventure Time, right?
Yeah.
Literally something that is bizarre, but still more consistent than, the last Star Wars movies. And it's like, that's one of the biggest franchises that, has dropped in profits so significantly, and they just complain when it doesn't work, but it's like...
It's the viewer's fault. It's not ours that we can't make a good movie. No, it's not. It's your fault.
No, it's because you can't... It's because you're just... You made episode 4, 5, and 6 all over again. You just did that again. You made 4, 5, and 6.
And the sad part is they're taking from the Star Wars Legends universe, which is not the Star Wars canon universe.
The thing is that Legends was originally canon, and it was still better than what they have now, and it's more consistent. There are inconsistencies, but it's still more consistent.
They're mad that the books are better, and they're not based on the books anymore. Like, they're just like, oh, we want this to happen, oh, we want that to happen. Because now we have a shot of space horses riding, we have rebels riding space horses on top of Star Destroyers now. Because we need that, right?
It's like, and then you have like the Bad Batch. I get it's a good show, but it's like okay, it's like the one original idea that they have in there. It's like and the thing is, it's one of the only good ideas they've had then you have like you had the Empire breakup. You know, when the Empire breaks up and becomes fractured. But it happens so fast that it's insanely lame and poorly thought out. It's like
it's not even that. It's we'll make the movies, but then they expect the audience to watch Star Wars Rebels, the series, Star Wars this cartoon, Star Wars that cartoon, and we'll just base it off these cartoons that have all the preconceived stuff, so we can just end it with a big movie. And it's like, not everybody watches every single stinking episode of a cartoon.
Yeah, it's like that, and it's like you think you stick it on your streaming platform, but it's like not everybody's gonna wanna watch this. Like if you didn't know it was PG-13 before, it's like I get you want to, huh?
Star Wars is R now.
R-rated. Wow.
Last time I checked, I think it's R-rated. I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure it's higher than PG-13.
Yeah, it was PG-13 before. It's like, okay, so it's like, but it wasn't a child audience thing. You have clone troopers that wind up getting messed up in some pretty bad ways. I mean, you've seen it was PG-13 on Cartoon Network. Like it was PG-13. If you've seen what happens to a lot of those clones when they are stopping a boarding party and they meet Ventress, who was again an original character, like I said, and is supposed to be sadistic and messed up, but that's the point. She's a Sith. She's lost her mind.
We'll stop there because you're getting too much off my channel rules. Anyway, Star Wars has gone to bottom of the road.
You remember what was it? You ever heard of the old Star Wars: The Old Republic, the game?
Never played it, but I've heard of it.
But the crazy part is they made that no longer canon, but it explained everything. You didn't need the rest. You could just, I mean, if you at least gonna rip something off, at least take that and go along with it. It's like it explained where the armor, the ships, and everything came from. And they're like and it's like
but they.
It's just like,
so the dumb part is the really dumb part is when the Death Star explodes,
right?
In the originals, we're expected to believe that Palpatine somehow survived.
Yeah, no. He fell in the shaft into what we assume is probably the reactor or something.
Yes.
And it's like, and also it's like, okay, it's like, oh, he survived.
Like, he survived dark force power. Like,
dark side of the force. No, I'm sorry, but there's a
limit to how much the force can do. The force used to have cohesive rules. Now the force is, it can do this because reasons.
I mean, the Sith can't force ghost because they're evil, and they can bind themselves to an object. Like, what was it?
But the really dumb part is now matter can be transferred through the Force. A physical lightsaber, one of the most complex pieces of technology, can now be just the Force can just transfer it now. Did you know that?
Yeah, it's like the Force has limitations. I mean, you can do a whole bunch of crazy stuff with it before, but like there's still some limitations.
Now it's the Force can do it now. The Emperor says like, do it.
If you think about it, I mean, Anakin was the reason, like, when you try to do something, it was supposed to be the reason why you don't do something that you're not supposed to do with the Force, He was supposed to be a spawn that was made by the Force, remember?
Yeah, it's like, okay, now what is the Force? Is the Force an AI intelligence, or what is it now? Because if the Force made Darth Vader because good was winning too much, and then Force made Rey because the evil is winning too much, then what is the Force? Is it one in balance? And what is the Force?
The thing is, it's like, it's supposed to be something that neither side is supposed to really totally understand.
Yeah, it's like, and that made a good mystery. That's what drawed you in. And now the Force can just do it. Because reasons.
Because, like, it's the Force, so because. What was it? It was like, it was a Sith Lord. A Sith cannot Force ghost, but they can bind themselves to an object. That's how it worked before. They could bind themselves to an object, bind their consciousness, like their soul to an object, and
that's how that worked. And then it's like, the Force is like, it can just do it now. the Emperor says, do it.
Yeah. It's like do it. And that's become a meme. And the thing is basically that's true. Just it can do anything. Like think about this, right? It's like not he could come back from being vaporized in some way, just blinded, I guess, vaporized, and he is somehow just blind now.
Oh yeah, Force lightning. Oh, there's no limit to how big it can get. Did you know?
Yeah.
Did you know?
Yes, I saw that on the movie. She took out a ship. I mean,
no, not just a ship. He took out an entire rebel fleet of everybody coming together because they were tired of the Empire, all at one time. And yet Rey's lightsaber can just absorb it, or Rey gets blessed with it and does nothing to her. Are you kidding me? It just showed taking out an entire galactic fleet.
Yeah. She takes out a ship, but yet she can
Rey takes out a ship,
and she can take a hit from it. And then you have different. I get there's cool to have different versions of it. I mean, it always was some version of it that someone could use. If they had cybernetics, like Darth Vader, he had that ability, but it was less powerful. But
Palpatine does one of the most powerful things we've ever seen in the history of Star Wars, and it's just you can just do it now. Just because.
Yeah. And Vader was supposed to be, I mean,
equal or more powerful than Palpatine.
Yeah, and it's like, and the thing is the only reason he didn't was, it's always been clear he's a cyborg and the electricity damages that.
The only reason he did is because of his cybernetics, yes.
No, he had a method of using Force lightning, but it wasn't the same. It was less powerful. He had some method, which was cool. And now I'm like, okay, we don't have that now. He just doesn't use it. I mean, so we take away a cool ability that's kind of a workaround, but we don't have it anymore. So now he's just like a Jedi, but he's on the dark side. So he just kind of, okay.
You would call that a Darth Jedi.
Yeah.
Not a Sith Lord.
No, now he's with all these cool Force abilities. Like we don't give him anything special now. He's supposed
no kidding.
He's supposed to be the best Sith of all time, like the most powerful. Yet he can do almost nothing. I mean, I guess he's known for his brutality, but he's not known for doing anything really special. I mean, in the past, he could do some cool stuff.
Yeah, it made him intimidating. It made him cool. Now it's just. Bleh.
Yeah. Okay. Think about this. Remember what was it? You ever heard about this? There was a Sith Lord in the old, legends that basically bound his consciousness to.
Oh yeah, that one, yeah.
To a suit of armor, not mask, but an armor. Basically, he had it was a ghost in a shell, and it was insane. He was awesome, and he really, and I can't remember.
One of the most powerful Sith Lords was Exar Kun.
Oh yeah, yes. And they had some crazy armor that was special. That was actually signature to the Sith, the way it looked.
Yeah. Did you know that before they fought with lightsabers, they fought with physical swords, and they would imbue their essence into the swords, which made them stronger.
And the ships that were built, the triangle ships, were signature to Sith armies.
Yeah, it's and now it's just
I guess Cool Drive Yards made it that way. It's originally they were making it because the Jedi had pretty much stopped, looking anywhere into Sith design, so they were oblivious. They were too busy focused on the war, and the idea was that these Sith ships are obviously a dead giveaway that it was a Sith fleet, but again they had become ignorant to it, so it just Palpatine was very deceptive. He had basically at that time, had the ability to hide from them, and he had created a Sith fleet right underneath their nose. That was the idea. It had all been right underneath their nose. And now it's okay, they just created a fleet, so they never knew in the first place. No, it's the fact that there's no way of knowing. The Jedi have no way of knowing. No, the idea was they had a way of knowing. They just became ignorant to it, and it failed. That was the idea,
Yeah, that was really good. And now Yoda, they depowered Yoda.
Oh yeah, the thing, it's